It's April 7th at about 2 o'clock. Our figs made it. It's the first year these things have survived the winter. Apparently I never wrapped them quite right. Never put the effort into it, but last year I did. This rosemary that's flowering, it's pretty cool. Starting to get these little bumps here are the figs. This is our banana area, but look, these little baby bunnies have taken over my banana growing area. I didn't know he was here. You okay, baby bunny? Maybe not. The other ones are growing right under there. There's a little rabbit den. Any wabbits in there? No? I found them while trying to unbury my recently buried banana tree. I couldn't figure out why it was buried. Mommy rabbit buried it. This is the little seedling area I started. Down here are some safflower seedlings. I put you can see all these little markers. There's 17 or 18 different plants in little strips, and I'm going to prick them out and plant them in other areas of the garden when they get a little bit bigger. Hardy kiwis coming in. It's a little honeysuckle topiary. Hopefully this is the first year our little Shapova pear here gives us some fruit. Our first asparagus coming in. Cold frame with a bunch of stuff in it now. That's on the right, a Pluot, Flavor King, Santa Rosa Plum, and a red gold nectarine. This is a Hachia persimmon. This little whip here. I think that's the third one we've planted. The other two have died for various reasons. This is an experiment. It was an apricot tree that died down to the roots, so this grew from the rootstock. This will be the first year it fruits, so we'll see if it's worth cutting down or keeping. Honeyberry with flowers all over it. There's another honeyberry here. There's a Goji Berry. Flowers haven't come out on this one yet. I'll show you one that it has. This is my Frankenman persimmon tree. This was I think a Hachia that died to the roots. And so I grafted 10 different varieties on it this year, over the winter, or over the spring. And it looks like it took, based on the size of this bud that's growing here. It's hard to see. Anyway, 10 different varieties. Even if 5 of them take, I'll be happy, but it looks like they're taking most of them. This is a hardy kiwi male growing up over this trellis. It's a massive Nanking cherry flowering, at the end of flowering. This is a Rainier cherry. Flowers haven't opened yet. This is a Lapin Cherry, flowering for the first time. So we're excited to get these. This is an autumn Brilliance serviceberry. Lots of flowers. Although these have rust really bad. Probably from that cedar right there. see what else. These are our hazelnuts. Pretty tall this year. They're probably 14 feet. This is a Schisandra, Eastern Prince Schisandra vine. Got a little volunteer, a new plant coming up here. That's exciting. We got to taste it for the first time last year. This is a Gooseberry. Excited about that. It's taller than I am. I'm 6 foot. Or one of our little raspberry patches. This is our Pawpaw. One of 3 Pawpaws. That total Pawpaw is just 6 feet tall, and it's 3rd or 4th year. They grow pretty slow, at least here. Here's another Goji Berry, but now flowering. This Gumi's 7 feet tall, 8 feet tall. Gonna be growing my cucumbers up these. There's three of these throughout the garden. This is the other Pawpaw. Another honeyberry. Right here is a red currant on the left and then 2 black currants on the right. Unfortunately, this Asian pear tree last year gave us a massive harvest, which probably caused this year to have none. Not a single flower, which is upsetting because that was an awesome fruit. This is an area where I just threw a bunch of random seeds, and you can already see they're starting to come up. That was the idea, so I didn't have to work too hard for, you know, different greens and whatnot that'll come up here. There's a grapevine, but I don't see any. This is a peach that grew from the rootstock. Last year, the peach was not very good. If this year it's not very good as well, it's curtains for this peach tree. 2 gooseberries. This is parsley I grew over the winter in my house, and I moved it out here already. These are peas, so I have, I don't know if you can see them right here. And then they're coming up all over here. They're 2 foot tall peas, 2 to 3 feet, something like that. This is the Bartlet pear. Gave us tons last year, not so many this year, but it's flowering at least, that's good. But not a lot of them. That's probably 10 feet to 12 feet. Lots and lots of garlic chives everywhere. These are great, and they multiply so easy. They spread so many seeds. I planted out some kales already. This is Russian red kale. 6 or 7 of them out in the garden already. Here's some lovage coming up, along with a white pine strawberry. Is that what it's called? I'm not sure. Something like that. It's one of these Alpine strawberries. Another elderberry coming up here, right on the edge here. Some bee balm mixed with strawberry. I'm digging out this swale a little more to make more of a pond when it rains. That's what this is, and I've been using some of this dirt for my soil mix inside for my seed starters and whatnot. French sorrel. Gooseberry. That's good. This is an autumn olive. is a white peach. Nectar plum. This is a Fuyu persimmon here. Some variety of Fuyu. It's not, I don't know. Anyway, that's in its third year. It grows so slow. Another Josta berry, another Goji berry growing up this. This is a almond tree, so this is probably fourth year. And it has maybe 10 flowers on it, 12, 15, 20, something like that. And that's another almond right there to cross-pollinate. Oregon grape. This is a Szechuan pepper. This thing's nasty. You get too close to it. Flying dragon citrus. Quints with some boysenberries growing up. These berms that I'm walking along here, I took all my old seeds, like, you know, from 5 years ago, maybe longer, mixed them all up, and I've spread them all over all these berms, so we should get a ton of different volunteers. That was a Comey's pear. This is a speckled egg nectarine. This little guy here is a high bush cranberry, but it got eaten by deer my first 2 years. Now I have it protected. Shea fruit, little gooseberry that gets eaten by deer down here. Thornless black raspberry. And then again, a bunch of seeds. Here's another gooseberry. This is a honey jar jujube. This is the first year this is fruiting. This is a Bella de Junio pear. Looks like it has pink flowers. That'll be cool. Liberty apple. I haven't sprayed anything this year. Usually I put clay on it or something, the kaolin clay. But I haven't put anything. Partly out of laziness and also as an experiment. These little guys, I actually have 3 sea buckthorns, but the deer eat these things even though they're not supposed to. There's one, here's another one. Barely hanging on. And the third one's here. It's not dead. That little guy's an apricot. This is an apricot that's flowered, and it gave us fruit last year. 10 or 15. Goji berry. Raspberries. This is that almond again. This is another Asian pear variety that we haven't had yet. Doesn't have a tag on it. This is a Howard Miracle plum. We didn't get to eat one of these last year. We only got like 1 or 2, but they weren't ripe when I picked them. So that'll be exciting. That's about it. Guess the last thing I'll show you is this Concord grape. This is my 3rd Concord grape. But finally it's alive. It made it. You can see those buds there. Ciao.